Hello, hello, Leo, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. Okay, so what I'd like to do for you today is to give you a sex reading that I've made valid until the end of June to give you time with which to work with the energies. Okay. Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, that nothing is written in granite. So if it's something that I tell you that you don't like, you are the captain of your ship and you can certainly change it by examining what you're doing now. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a general reading, so as such, it certainly will not and may not resonate with each and every one of you out there. But for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope that it offers you the valuable insight that you're seeking here. Okay? So, with this reading, what I like to do is to get a general feel for what's the overarching theme or prevailing energy surrounding you. Okay? What this reading is really all about. Then we're going to revisit your past so that I can see what might have transpired at that time, and then we'll fast forward quite a bit to your present. Okay? And then I'll share with you what I'm seeing as potential challenges or pitfalls that may uh, crop up to impede success. All right. And from there, I'll give you practical advice and show you what's hidden and give you a probable outcome, ladies and gentlemen, should you continue on as you are. If this reading resonates, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. Okay, so let's just dive right on deeply into this reading with both feet, and I'm gonna go on and just select a few cards here. Okay, and just see what energies surround you here. Wow, you have the Eight of Airs. Yeah, I'll just put this here. Of course, that represents an air sign. You have the Two of Fires, fire energy. You have a Nine of Waters. Okay, let's just select one more card here. We have, wow, the tower there. Okay, so let's gain some understanding and see what Spirit really wants us to know when it comes to those cards there. With this Tower card, that card I'm sorry, Mars governs that card, and it shows something shocking happen. It shows an upheaval. Okay, it shows you kind of breaking away from old structures. I'm kind of getting. So I feel with this card, it looks like that some of you possibly had sex with someone in the military, or you discovered a shocking secret about another's sexuality here. Perhaps you may have discovered they were gay or bisexual, or maybe that they had an STI, or sexual transmitted type disease here. Perhaps I'm getting to that. Someone might have had a one night fuck with you, and then they dumped you, and this left you, excuse me, feeling some type of way. I'm kind of getting. You felt this was a disastrous experience, or I'm kind of seeing, or your partner, I'm getting, perhaps wasn't feeling your sex. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of unresolved difficulties. Okay, Now we're looking at this card here. This is your center card here with this nine of waters here. So this card is just saying someone you could have dealt with a water sign, but with this card here, I'm feeling that despite your difficulties, I feel that you subsequently, started having fun despite what may have already happened. Whether you've had a bad experience or not. Either renewing your passion with someone or perhaps embracing someone new here. I feel that you were satisfied with this person or are satisfied with this person because I'm getting here that this person, when it, just looking at it from a more of a sexual perspective, this person also loves to masturbate alone. Okay? But in any event, you felt this person was or is a wish come true, I'm kind of getting here. Okay? And then we're going to go move right on over here to the Two of Fires here. And as indicated, that this represents an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, just as you. Okay, I see you. It looks like you're considering making travel plans or moving with someone new, I'm getting. This card tends to bring about a lot of arguments. So try to avoid, arguments and control your feelings. I'm getting with this card, what Spirit is kind of saying here with me here. And then you have, ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, you have that Eight of Airs. And of course, that represents an air sign, okay? So that card gives me the impression that you kind of still feel that many of you feel that you're blocked in some sense, that you can't, you're stuck in a rut and you just can't get out of it here. Okay? I feel strongly that, with having that card, it certainly shows that you're not stuck in a rut and you can get out of whatever situation that you feel is holding you back here. Okay? Because, of course, this card really affects us a lot because it shows that perhaps you are also being, excuse me, your own worst enemy. All right? So what I like to do now is to just move right on forward here and just to give you, look at your reading a little bit more closely here and just to share with you what I'm seeing or what Spirit wants you to know when it comes to, your past and your present. And then we'll move along right from there, okay? Excuse me. Ooh, I got this cold, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm also picking up strongly that this person with whom you are dealing, although you like them or like him or her, this person to me appears to be a bit composed and afraid. I'm kind of getting. I'm seeing a lot of domination here, and I'm seeing even sadomasochistic type activity. Someone really loves tying up another here. I'm seeing. That might have been an aspect in your situation here. Okay? So let's go on and just select a card to represent your past. Okay? Leos, if this reading is resonating, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button. So now we have that Ten of Airs there. So we're looking at that card from your past here. So this card involves a lot of betrayal and cheating. Someone certainly stabbed you in the back. All right? And it might have been an air sign who did this. I feel that your situation was one-sided. It was just too much given. You expended extremely too much energy. And you didn't receive anything in kind for what you did here. Many of you were probably also sexually depressed. And it looks like that one of you kind of like lack the initiative to really get sex started. I'm feeling. That's why I'm feeling it so one-sided here. Okay. So let's go on and fast forward and see what's going on now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Interesting. We have the Fool here. So with that, that represents an air sign, and I kind of see a new beginning emerging with this card. I feel that you're gonna find. I'm seeing you taking a risk. You know, as you pursue new opportunities that are sure to come your way. Okay, and I'm seeing that there's a new lover here too that might come about. And while this new lover might have, because of this card being a Fool, limited sexual experience, or he or she could be a virgin, this person really wants to try new things with you, or perhaps you to teach him or her new things. Like either or here. I'm also getting to that some of you might have sex with a stranger, or simply um, a one night stand here. So if this isn't a new person, the two of you who are already in an existing type situation, all right, this card is really urging you to find new ways of doing things. Take a risk. Use toys if you've never done it before. Try it. All right. So, Spirit, what would be the potential challenge that might come at um, Leo during this time frame in question here? Okay, Leos, we have, wow, the Six of Waters here. So, this card clearly shows that many of you are just clinging to the past, or you have an inability to live in this moment here, or just to let someone go. All right. Understand, your past certainly does not determine your future. Some of you might feel that there's not anything else better for you, but there is something out there that's better for you. All right. So let's look, give you some practical advice here to see what the cards would want you to know here. Wow, you have the Two of Waters here, so that represents a water sign. Guys, this is clear to me. You're going to have to make a decision, and it's usually between more than one person. You have to make a choice. It's decision time. Let's take a peek, ladies and gentlemen, to see what might be hidden in your situation, of which, ladies and gentlemen, that you might not be cognizant of at this time here. Okay, we have, wow, we have the Knight of Water. So, these are very, very good cards. It certainly shows that somebody's going to be into you. I'm picking up a younger energy with that card there. And you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, when someone is young, they could be here one day and they could be gone the next. Okay? So rest assured that you use your head when you are getting with these people here. Okay? I feel that you're going to feel that you've met the right person. This person might even give you a soulmate feeling. Okay? And I feel you having a wonderful time learning from this person and falling in love. And sex is certainly is going to be amazing. Okay? And I feel as if you're going to feel as if you are on cloud nine. Okay? I see you being very connected to this person, but at times this person might be easily offended here. So, it's always something, you have to kind of experience with a person. You're not going to like everything about a person. So just understand that, you may not want to antagonize him or her that much. I feel this person is very loving and kind. And unfortunately, it does look like this person has a tendency towards duplicitous habits here, because he or she bores easily, or it may be you that's bored, get bored easily, and thus you weave others into your relationship. And this could, for some of you, it might be a long distance type, or excuse me, a weekend type connection here. Okay, so let's look at your outcome here and see, should you continue on as you are, what you can expect here. Wow, you have the Knave of Waters. You see all of these, the water energy that's in your reading here. So some of you might want to be a bit more realistic with your decision here, because you're going to have to make a very crucial decision, and the decision is going to require you taking a risk in some way here. But it's looking at that outcome. You have the Knight of Waters. So certainly I see new love with someone younger, or someone who acts young. Okay. And I'm seeing a possibility of a proposal coming your way, or someone wanting or asking for a more committed type union. So, with that said, Leos, this is your reading. I certainly hope that it offers food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe if you've yet to subscribe, and should anyone wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to schedule and or to purchase. Thanks so much for your time. Have a blessed day.